Just before we introduce the staff and the program, I'd like to invite a RAJE alumnus of whom we are incredibly proud. There are many, many accomplished RAJE alumni. In fact, over 3,000 Russian American Jews have done RAJE over the past 7 years, 11% of all 18 to 30-year-olds in our community in the New York area. One of the proudest moments in my life was swearing in a RAJE alumnus as a senator in the New York State Senate. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce David Storobin, an alumnus of RAJE, a member of our community, and one of the greatest Russian-American Jewish politicians rising in America.
I don't know what that means because I'm one of 2 Russian-American politicians, so I'm definitely at least second best. But I'm not that much older than you guys, but I guess my experience is a little bit different. And one thing that I've learned is that no matter what you try to do in your life, if it's a little bit different than what everyone else does, they'll tell you you can't make it. So 20 years ago, I was in high school and I said I was going to be a lawyer. There was hardly any Russian lawyer around, and they went, "You can't be a lawyer." Did I mention that my grades, like the previous speaker's grades, were probably not that good, and we were just kids, we were just playing around, and I go, "I'm going to be a lawyer," and they go, "No." I'm 25 and I say, "I'm going to start my own law firm," and they go, "No." And then 3 years ago, I go, "I'll run for Senate," and Rabbi Tokarski believed me, and nobody else did. Because everyone else went, "Who the hell do you think you are? That's just not going to happen." And for a year, they kept on telling me, no, that's not going to happen. And then December 19th, they said, "You are not to mention that you're going to run for Senate. You keep on saying that you will, but you're not." So next day, I leaked to the New York Times and a few other newspapers a story saying that I'm definitely getting the nomination. They called me and they go, "Did you leak that story?" And I go, "Yeah." And they say, "You really want this, huh?" I go, yes, I do." And they go, "Okay, then you got it." So it's one of those times when you don't listen when it actually works out. And I get the nomination. I'm the first Republican, I'm the first Russian to run in this district. And nobody's interested in that, for both reasons. And they go, "You cannot win." And they start attacking me, and the one person who stands up is Rabbi Tokarski, and the other person is Rabbi Katzen. The only decent people around were actually rabbis, because all the scumbag politicians have sold out, all the self-proclaimed leaders have sold out. The rabbis actually stood by. We had about 89 rabbis that stood by my campaign. And when everyone said, "You're going to get 20%, you're going to get 22%, and then we won. And I became the first senator. And then they redistricted me. And then they said, "You can't be in politics. You're not going to get the next nomination." And we got that nomination, and 9 days from now, according to every person who's predicting, we're going to win this election. And the story of this is, every time you try to do something else, something that's not 9 to 5, something that's not the same thing that every other person is doing, they'll tell you, "You cannot do it." But guess what? It's them who cannot do it. It's not you who can't do it. You should really not listen to every person who tells you, just do the same old thing. Just try it. If it doesn't work out, you'll go back to the regular thing that everyone else is doing. But if you want to be someone, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a rabbi, if you want to be someone that all your friends are not, give it a chance. It may work out. Thank you.